So I have to say that this video is absolutely brilliant, and I'm so happy that this is a video I can be talking about, and that is the Evo Shields change. It's massive. My name's Drattle44, by the way. Do remember, before I get into it, to never stop moving, never stop believing, and stay Apex. And never stop believing is exactly the key thing here. Now, with Respawn, I have to say that temporarily I lost some faith. Why? Because I never thought that they would revert the time to kill, and I thought that the game was pretty much ruined because of the lower time to kill, the lower the skill gap, and all those things. And I have to say that I really felt that they were never going to do anything about it. But the fantastic news is that they actually did, and I was really surprised. So basically what they have gone and done is that they have gone and changed it so that each Evo Shield now has 25 extra health. So you might be asking, is that going to change the interactions in the game? And the answer is a massive yes. Does it mean that energy weapons won't destroy you? Unfortunately not, but you've got a bit more survivability, which is absolutely massive. And it really is. I mean, you've now got time to maybe peek, you've got time to be shot and actually react, and you can kind of, you know, see the benefits and things. Now, don't get me wrong, there are still some insanely strong guns. The Hemlock still remains viable, the Volt remains viable, and lots of other guns. Now, this is just a little clip, or a couple of clips actually I show, where, you know, this is the old time to kill, or the new time to kill, or whatever you want to call it, where you can literally be absolutely destroyed. Look at that. Suddenly the guy fires a Mastiff like quick, next minute you're dead. That was full purple shield, you know, absolute nightmare. And I'll go, oh, purple Evo Shield with a 75 health. Yeah, I'll just grab that and a purple helmet, no problem. I suddenly hear people like coming towards me. I literally run round. Now you can sort of see this straight away. They can absolutely destroy you. Either double tap, absolutely melted, couldn't even react, couldn't do anything, and I'm absolutely just completely annihilated beyond question. So these interactions things are going to be great in the fact that they're not going to happen in the same way, and I really do feel that that is just, it's such a relief. There's such a massive difference between skill gaps, and I feel that that is something that really needed to be massively addressed. Now, I will say that energy ammo and energy weapons still remains somewhat of an issue. I still think it's very, very easy for the beginner players to pick up and absolutely shred. However, I think that the biggest thing with this is that, you know, they're going in the right direction. Now, there was a lot of community feedback. I had a feeling that that was the case. A lot of YouTubers had said that they weren't happy with it. A lot of YouTubers had said that they didn't like the changes, and so did competitive players. So, of course, as you can imagine, naturally there was going to be a lot of people who were complaining. Now, there will be some people who always liked the time to kill changes. Personally, I didn't, and I voiced that very clearly along with lots of other people. Even Viper, who's a newer player, he didn't like it. JHD definitely hated it. We all did. Now, it doesn't mean to say that when we played some gameplay that there wasn't, it's still absolutely getting shredded at times, but it was a bit more easier to kind of react. And, you know, and it is a thing where, you know, there is a skill element to this kind of game. I feel like there's a lot of different sides that really kind of open up a lot of different options. And I do feel that it's a great example. So this particular clip, I go for the Bloodhound. I know that he's not very good. I shred him at the beginning, don't quite get to kill him. I come running round, and look what happens. I get absolutely destroyed. He wasn't a great player, he just had a Volt. I got too close and he just absolutely annihilated me, and it's very, very frustrating. Now, there was some other patch notes and things. They did fix an audio bug with the Devo and the Volt, so that was a really bright side. I mean, I still think the audio isn't that great in this game, and I think that definitely needs to be addressed. I believe they also fixed the Crypto's infinite EMPs, they fixed server crashes, they reduced some voice lines or something. I'm not quite sure what that was about necessarily. But, you know, and they fixed an issue with Evo Shields that required exactly 100 health that weren't evolving when crafting the points as well. I'd never had that one, but let me know if that is an experience you had. They fixed it apparently as well. So there's lots and lots of positive. I mean, it seems to me like Respawn are a company that they do listen to feedback at times, which is really excellent, but it has to be a lot of people voicing, I think, their opinions and not happy with the changes for kind of Respawn to really kind of act. And, you know, don't get me wrong, it's a good thing that they have stepped in and they said, you know what, a lot of people aren't happy with the time to kill. They feel like it's really poor, which it was awful. It wasn't satisfying getting a kill, and that's the big thing. I think, like, for me and for a lot of other players, we kind of struggled in the sense of, you know, you get a kill and you're like, yeah, great. It didn't feel very satisfying. Whereas back to the old ways, of course, it is going to be a lot better. Is it going to solve every problem? No. So do not think that this patch is going to solve everything, because it's not. But it is a really positive side. The extra health means that you've got back to the old gameplay, you've got the options to peek, you've got the options to get into a gunfight, you've got a bit more time to kind of retreat, and I think that is something that I'm personally going to enjoy much more, and I think a lot of people are. And this is kind of just a last example before we end the video. I will link the patch notes description below, because obviously, you know, if you do want to read about the other bugs and other things that they fixed, I feel like that would be a really, really great thing. This is something that I wanted to show as well. So Bloodhound now is, of course, I think, amazing anyway, and he was beforehand, but I think this kind of really highlights how strong he's going to be now in this current meta, because this is kind of like just something that he's just so much fun to kind of play. You completely finish someone off. You know, the Beast of the Hunt is amazing. You've got that faster kind of speed, those 6-second scans, and you know, I do feel like he's really good and fun to use. And it's just like anything, you know, I think the bit more time to kill. The big thing I wanted to highlight with this is that yes, I thirst for the kill. I then start shooting at a core stick, but I'm able to get a little bit more time to realise it's a bad situation. I realise there's a lot of people there, and I realise that I need to get the hell out. But look at that, I survive. So that is it for the video, but do remember to never stop moving, never stop believing, and stay Apex. If you like the video, please do drop me a like, and subscribe if you want to pick up for future content. But otherwise, that is it for me tonight, so I shall see you in the next video. You take care. Bye now.